Hello again, YouTube. Real quick, I want to talk about something I've been meaning to talk about. The Noah Lyles comments about the NBA, the NFL, Major League Baseball not being world champions, and to say who I agree with. And you know it's going to be Libra style. First of all, I don't agree with him. But I'm going to tell you where he is right. He's right from a standpoint of who you play against. They're not world champions based on who they play against, the towns and the countries that they frequent to win the championships that they win. He's right in that standpoint. Let me tell you where he's wrong and why I don't agree with him and why I agree with Tupac and the NBA players. Tupac said he woke up screaming, F the world. Every time these conversations come up, I just be thinking about two middle fingers up. You know, nothing against the rest of the world, but why do I need to worry about them? My way of life is not affected by what's going on in the rest of the world. Now, I do want things to go well for the rest of the world, but what's going on in the rest of the world mostly doesn't apply. And I'll give you an example. The hypocrisy of the Democrats with their globalist mindset with the Ukraine. With the Americans, is pull yourself up by the bootstraps. But with the Ukraine is, here you go, here's some more money. Here's some more money. Here's some more money. It ain't pull yourself up by the bootstraps with them. But it's pull yourself up by the bootstraps with the Americans. I agree with the NBA players because it ain't no need to play against them. They can't beat them. Simple as that. If they had an 82-game NBA schedule where those European teams and all these teams all in the world were in certain divisions and went against the NBA teams, they would all be fighting for last place because they wouldn't win. They just wouldn't. And like, it wouldn't even be close. Of course, everybody has a chance, and most games would be blowouts. So when they say they world champions, they say it knowing that the rest of the world don't count because they can't do nothing with them. So Noah Lyles is wrong in that sense. You know? Now in his field, that applies, but not in baseball, not in basketball, not in football. Because it wouldn't even be close. If they played the New York Yankees and Aaron Judge and all them dudes, like let's say Australia played them, it'd be 20-0. They'll have to call a game. They wouldn't even be able to hit those pitchers. Let's say they did it like this. Let's say whoever wins the world championship, they have to go against whoever wins the Major League and NBA, all that. Man, it would be a slaughterhouse. Because the talent level is too lopsided. So he's right in the sense of who you go against, but he's wrong in the sense of the level of competition because it's not even close. Remember back in the day when the Dream Team was going against the first Dream Team? It was like, and I had that game on, was it Genesis or one of them systems? It was like 100-32. And every time you try on that game, even every time you tried to play with them other countries, you was getting whooped by the team with Bird, Magic, all them. Like you couldn't win. Picture somebody like Angola won the rest, and then they went against Denver. He was trying to say, and Rashad McCats, I agree with Gilbert Arenas on that. He tried to say that his team would give Denver a match. They not messing with Denver. He wouldn't, Nikola wouldn't even have to shoot. He could just let Aaron Gordon and all of them score all the points. He wouldn't even have to, he could say, okay, I'm going to try to have 40 assists. And they still will win by 40. That's the same, you know what that remind me of? That remind me of these dudes with this passport stuff. Oh, the women in the rest of the world, the U.S. can't hold a candle to them. These people do not know how to drive. That's why his front end tore up like that. Probably ran out there and got hit by somebody. But no. He'd have 40 assists and 40 rebounds and wouldn't even have to score. And Murray would have 40 points. And they'll still win by 40. That's why there's no need to play against the rest of the world. I guarantee you, I'm going to show you what I mean. Let's say back in 91 when I was playing high school football. Let's say my team traveled to New Amsterdam or somewhere and went against one of their teams. It would be 60-0. All our running backs would have 100 yards. Both our quarterbacks, we used to have a dual-headed monster with quarterback. They both been a pass for 200 yards. We would have had our subs in the game at halftime. But when we go against teams here, the competition is more fierce, so we wasn't winning against everybody. But you go against the rest of the world, it's going to be a drop-off with the coaching, the facilities, this, that. And my team in high school against, let's say back in 91, a team from New Amsterdam that might have just started playing football. It's flying here, man. I hate flies. And they play against us. It would have been 60-0. And our defense was tough, so they wasn't going to score. We would have been high and low in them dudes, all kind of stuff. So, nah, man, like, he just talking. He just talking. He trying to boost himself up. He trying to market himself. And that's understandable. But why do you have to go against your fellow countrymen to do it? Let me try to get him out of here. Want you in here. Get out of here, man. Flies remind me of some of these ninjas. Get out of here. Get out of here. Man, you know when a fly trying to mess with you, he just instead of going out the window, he'll turn right around. Man, how they keep getting in this car. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. I don't agree with him. It's not even close. It's not. It's just not. Yeah, like I said, we wasn't even the top team in our division. But if we travel to another country that might not have the same skill level as us in football or even in college, it would be 60-0. I know I would have ran for 100 yards because I was more elusive. I'd have been juking them, and then our other running back would have been running right through them. It wouldn't have even been close. And I didn't even get that many carries in high school because I was starting on defense. So, I was a two-way player, but they really didn't have me going two ways too often. So, he just talking out his butthole. Don't agree with him. Those countries, they get lucky every now and then if the U.S. just want to go home and want to be up under their girlfriends and going out to eat and stuff like that, and they just take them for granted. And they get snuck up on by those teams. But other than that, no. No. But thanks for watching. Isaiah 4:1 coming up. And that's going to be it for today. Stay tuned.